In the dawning of your professional white coat, there will be a recitation of our professional oath, during which you pledge yourself to the service of humanity, patience, community, and profession. This is a pledge of excellence. It includes commitment to conduct yourself with integrity, to demonstrate compassion and empathy for patients and colleagues, to aspire to leadership, and to maintain a high level of confidence. This signifies your commitment to your patients and the ethical standards we embrace. Today marks an incredible new chapter in the class of 2024. This dawning of the white coat. This one giant leap going from simulation lab to clinical oral health provider will be remembered throughout your entire professional career. We mark this day with great celebration as you begin on the second half of your incredible dental journey. Let your white coat be a reminder of your commitment to your patients and our profession each and every day. Our first speaker is once a dental student himself, anxiously waiting for his first clinic day. Since that time, he has built a very distinguished career as a researcher, academician, clinician, administrator, and today he is the 13th Dean of our School of Dental Medicine. It is my pleasure to introduce Dean Yvonne Brewer.
Thank you. And I'm also a dad, so I know how parents are when they children achieve something. So what a wonderful day today. Good morning, students, parents, families, friends, and faculty. I have my face mask here because the university leadership was reminded that we should still wear it because COVID cases are on the rise, so I have it with me. If somebody wants to wear it, don't be shy. If you are allowed to do it, I will also wear my mask. Also, later on when we step on the stage, if someone wants a handshake, I'm fine with it. If you don't want, just switch on it. So, why do we have a white coat ceremony at all? Where does it come from? And since when do we have it? So I'm by nature a curious person and thus looked up the history of the white coat ceremony. Where else than in the internet? There you can find the following. White coat ceremonies originated at the University of Chicago Medical School. But the first fully fledged ceremony took place at Columbia University Medical School in 1993. It was established by Dr. Arnold Gold as a way to highlight the importance of humanism in all care of patients. The iconic ritual provides an important emphasis on compassionate, collaborative, scientifically excellent care from the very first day of training. And that is cited from the website of the Gold Foundation. Further, but now cited from Wikipedia, the white coat ceremony is a rite of passage and serves to welcome students to healthcare practice and elevate the value of humanism as the core of healthcare. It provides a powerful emphasis on compassion in combination with scientific excellence. The most important element of the ceremony is the oath that students take in front of family members, school leadership, and their peers to acknowledge their central obligation of caring for the patient. The white coat ceremony marks the students' transition from the study of preclinical to clinical health sciences. And some students where students begin meeting patients early in their education. The white coat ceremony is held before the first group. Here at our University of Buffalo School of Dental Medicine, we conduct today the 21st subject ceremony since its initiation in the year 2000. Without the pandemic, however, interrupting our regular routine, it should have been now already the 23rd subject ceremony. So we have some catching up to do in the next years. Why do doctors and dentists wear a white coat? The white coat for doctors originated in the 19th century by adopting it from the white laboratory coat of scientists to emphasize the transition to the more scientific approach of modern medicine and to distance medicine from the quackery and mysticism we had carried around until then. Until the late 1800s, doctors wore black, similar to priests and other clergymen. Until the last third of the 1800s, an encounter with a healthcare professional rarely benefited the patient. In fact, up to that point, virtually all of medicine entailed many worthless cures and programs. What revolutionized medicine in the late 1800s were the discoveries by Louis Pasteur and Robert Koch, which showed the involvement of microbes as causative agents of disease. The early pioneers of microbiology showed that microbes can be transmitted from person to person through bodily secretions, soon followed by the advent of modern hygiene for prevention of microbial. The white coat is likely a result of this fundamental transition in modern medicine. Why is the white coat white? Well, that hasn't always been the case. The earliest laboratory coats allegedly were beige or gray. The white coat turned out as a fabric that could be rigorously washed in hot water, air dried and ironed to achieve some disinfecting effect. As such, the white coat has become an attire signaling cleanliness. That is, by the way, something we are not so sure anymore nowadays. And because of its long sleeves, the white coat has been replaced in surgical clinics and in dentistry by short sleeve scrubs that students are routinely wearing all the time. So is there more to the white coat? Yes, there is more. Over time, the white coat became a symbol of purity, and it instills a sense of trust for the person who wears it. Of course, the white coat has also become a sign of exclusivity, and when certain individuals wear it, carries the notion of arrogance. That is the reason why some doctors have abandoned wearing a white coat during regular clinical practice. Another aspect of the white coat is that it can create fear in patients, which is the white coat syndrome or white coat hypertension. As many patients are frightened by us dentists, the wearing of a white coat when working chairside must be carefully considered, particularly when children are patients. So why is the white coat ceremony such an issue? It is an initiation ritual, a rite of passage. It signifies the maturation of an individual into the next phase of life. Such initiation rituals are something profoundly human. Many cultures have them, and so do most religions. Frequently, special dresses, costumes, or uniforms play a role. This can be enhanced by tattooing the skin, cutting the hair, mutilating certain body parts, or enduring deliberately inflicted pain. Sometimes it is accompanied by purposeful intoxication with alcohol, psychedelic herbs, mushroom. Just ask the anthropologists and technologists. Getting drunk and getting high is part of it. But parents, don't get concerned. For our white coat ceremony today, we don't have to. We have classified. In the terminology of academia, such an initiation ritual is called matriculation. Once you wear a white coat, you become a member of the medical field, accepted skills, code of conduct, and take on a higher level personality. People will view you differently and will approach you with respect. They will have certain expectations of you that you do attributes such as clean, hygienic, but also in a deeper sense, clean underneath the white surface there. Intrinsically pure, a person of trust, a scientific mind, a healer, a servant of humanity and society, an unpretentious person who listens empathically, doesn't judge, is not guided by feelings of liking and disliking, only by selfless empathy. The white coat is white. It is not red, not blue either. It is non-political, free of ideological, racial, and religious discrimination. White is the color of peace. Think of the white flag, the white dog that brings hope. People will come to you for help, and many times to be relieved of one of the worst types of pain, which is toothache. They will sit on your dentist chair with their mouth open, feeling uncomfortable, always being apprehensive of the next move you'll make, the next instrument you will use, the one that will fit. In my opinion, every dentist should be at least occasionally. I speak from own experience when I go to my regular dentist hygienist appointments, where I lie on the uncomfortable chair, have to keep my mouth open, and cannot speak, while I'm indoctrinated about toothbrushing, the necessity of flossing, and how bad dental plans. In this helpless position, I would like to say, but can't, I know that stuff. Believe it or not, I'm a dentist myself. Do not wear a white coat outside the professional environment. Today is an exception. Do not wear the coat when you go to lunch. Take it off when you go turn back into a private person. When you go home, when you are with your family and loved ones. And then put it back on the next day. And feel how it transforms you, how it brings out the best in you. Start enjoying this feeling today. Feel the admiration of your proud parents who are here with you today. But never forget the obligations that come with your white coat. If you spoil it, you can't hide this thing. If you don't keep it clean, you don't stay entirely pure underneath. You will be in the long run ruin your reputation and that of our profession. So make sure you keep it clean. Wear it with pride and professionalism. Be a healer for your community. Be a savior of humanity. Become a blessing for society. Welcome to the profession of dentistry. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dean. Now, please welcome Dr. Dennis Stefan. Dr. Stefan received a certificate in prosthodontist from UB in 1992 and her PhD in oral biology also from UB in 1998. She is the Associate Dean of Clinical Affairs, and she will share her perspective on the meaning of clinical excellence and integrity.
Good morning and welcome everyone. Students, family, additional faculty. Clinical excellence. What is clinical excellence? It's a term that all areas of healthcare aspire to achieve, yet struggle to define. Terms such as clinical ability and clinical outcomes are discussed, quality healthcare, but these are very, very broad definitions and lofty terms. Let me break down some of the components that we might consider in clinical excellence. Knowledge and skill, didactic acumen, scholarly approach to clinical practice, communication and interpersonal skills, professionalism and humanism, exhibiting a passion for patient care. You hear the theme over and over, this is one of the same terms. So let me delve into each of these components a little bit more. Didactic knowledge and skill. In your case, dental students, your didactic courses are enabling you to gain the didactic knowledge. During your preclinical laboratory courses, your focus is on the acquisition of clinical skills. Diagnostic acumen. In the early clinical experiences, you begin to acquire diagnostic acumen. You will gain diagnostic acumen over the next 2 years, and actually, you'll continue to gain it through your entire practice of dentistry. Scholarly approach to clinical practice. What does that mean? It means practicing evidence-based care, continuing education, and lifelong learning. Communication and interpersonal skills. The importance of your relationship with your patients and also how they perceive that you relate to them. Professionalism and humanism. Professionalism means so many different things to so many different people. To some, it's merely personal interests, how they present themselves. But in healthcare, it is so much more. In healthcare, professionalism defines a person's standards and their character. In healthcare, professionalism is inseparable from humanism. Exhibiting a passion for patient care. I'm guessing that most, maybe all of you, put some version of the phrase, I want to help people, in your dental school application. This is now where you get the opportunity to live this statement, always putting your patients' needs first and gaining the satisfaction from helping them meet. Organizations need and want to quantify outcomes. Healthcare organizations attempt to measure clinical excellence. And how do they do that? Quality improvement measurements. Hospitals measure patient readmissions. Dental schools measure things like how often you have to redo a crown. These are measurements, and they allow us to self-examine. These are kinds of self-examinations that help us to get better, to continually improve. The other aspect is patient satisfaction surveys, and they give us insight into the patient experience. Is this perfect? No. In many ways, this is simply the best we can do. How can we improve and know that someone has a passion for patient care? In dentistry, what's interesting is that patients often cannot perceive most aspects of clinical excellence. They do not know if all of the subgingival calculus is removed. They do not know if the margins of the restoration are all sealed. They do not know if the root tip is left after extraction. Excellence is often an inner experience known only by the dentist. The satisfaction of knowing the correct treatment was provided in an optimal result. This really ties into the other topic today of integrity. One definition of integrity is the quality of being honest and having strong moral principles. Moral uprightness. Terms associated with integrity are honesty, respect, trust, pride, responsibility, keeping promises, helping others. You will hear me say this over and over as the Dean for Clinical Affairs. Treating patients is an honor and a privilege. It is not our right to be a dentist because we earned our money and got into dental school. It is an honor and a privilege to have patient trust. When a patient sits in your dental chair, they are trusting you. This means they expect or they're entitled to expect from you honesty, respect, trust, pride, responsibility, keeping promises, and helping others. All of these things I've talked about this morning are interconnected. Clinical excellence is not delivering the perfect pattern. You don't address the patient's oral hygiene with home care instruction. It's not the simple act of performing a procedure well. You cannot have clinical excellence without integrity. This ceremony today symbolizes your commitment to clinical excellence, providing full health care with integrity. So enjoy today and welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Scott. Please welcome Dr. Joseph Davenport, class of 1992. Dr. Davenport is the Associate Dean of Academic Affairs, and he will share his perspective on the use of academic excellence and management.
Thank you, good morning. And before I talk about academic affairs, I'd like to take a second to have the students in the audience take a look around and congratulate the parents, grandparents, spouses, significant others that have brought you to this day today. Last August, my wife and I had the unique opportunity of being in the audience as our son received his white coat from the Jacobs School. And it was an incredibly emotional experience for my family. We were all there. We had people come in from out of town. So I'd like to take the class for a quick second just to take a look behind you and to the side of you and congratulate and thank all those that have supported you, that have brought you today. Thank you. So academic affairs. To me, you're about to start the most exciting part of the curriculum at the School of Dental Medicine, and that is the clinic. As Dr. Stefan mentioned in talking about the clinic, it is an area of high intensity, which requires a certain sense of responsibility that you may not have experienced in didactic courses or simulation. You're working with human beings, right, that have feelings. And it's really important that you honor that and respect that in all that you do within the clinic and within the curriculum that goes with the clinic. Most of us, when we think of the curriculum, we think of going to class, taking an exam, reading something out of a book, or doing a paper, doing a project. Now it's totally different. We will challenge you. I can honestly say I think the third year of dental school is probably the most challenging. I'm sure AJ Kelly may have something to say about that when he gets to the podium, because he just finished and experienced that. But it's intense for a reason, because when you go into practice, when you go into our clinic, you will realize how important it is to be prepared, and how important all of the things that you've learned and all the things that you're going to be learning, the pressure that you will be under will help you prepare yourself to handle what's coming in private practice or in a postgraduate program that you're choosing. It's extremely important that you understand that and are aware of your responsibility. I'm late to the academic world. I spent 20 years of my career in private practice and working in community and hospital clinics. It's the most rewarding experience of my life other than having my children. And I don't think I would ever be the academic person I am right now if I wouldn't have had that incredible experience of treating patients. As Dr. Stefan mentioned, it is a privilege to treat patients, something that you should not take lightly. I still now, after being out of private practice for 10 years, I'll see patients at the mall, at the store. They will embrace you. They will want to sit and talk with you. Okay, that experience is incredible, and I'm so somewhat jealous of where you guys are right now, because that part of my career is over, and now you guys are just about to enter that career. It's an incredible feeling, so congratulations on getting to this point. I wish you nothing but the best as you do that. A couple things about our curriculum that I'm really excited about, and I think that everyone needs to take advantage of, is some of our outreach and external experiences. Before this event today, I was at a meeting that talked about our interprofessional practice and collaborative practice experiences. Here at the university, we're looking to engage more intercollaborative practice experiences within the curriculum so that you understand the importance and learn how to communicate and work with other faculty and other disciplines within the healthcare system. One of the things that I don't feel dentistry does exceptionally well is integrate with other disciplines and other healthcare workers, because for some reason, we seem to focus just on this. I will challenge you that you need to look beyond this little thing called the oral cavity and remember to treat your patients as a whole person. Our curriculum is looking to bring you that instruction. You will be asked to do extra things. I encourage you to participate in those events. When we go on ramp clinics, where we have both the international domestic experiences. I strongly encourage you to participate and learn from others. And our curriculum and your learning should not be limited just to what we're teaching in the classroom. One of the other things I strongly encourage you to do, and a lot of you already do this, is get involved in ASDA. Get involved in organized dentistry. There's so many things that organized dentistry brings to the table that can help you and make you understand the importance and the relevance of what you're doing. It's an extremely important and powerful organizational group that can really mentor and allow you to be very, very successful. One thing too, in closing, I was fortunate to go to a great high school, St. Joe's Collegiate. Anybody in here a St. Joe's graduate? No one. Oh, excellent, there you go. Do you have Mr. Rowland for biology? Okay, so he already knows what I'm gonna say, and I did say this on Monday at one of the orientations. But Mr. Rowland was a great biology teacher, our track and cross country coach. And one of the things Jim always said, and his daughter was a graduate of our school actually, and I had the privilege to teach her, is there was 5 P's to life. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. And I strongly encourage everyone to think about the 5 P's to life, not only just in dealing with the dental school curriculum and dentistry in general, but in your own lives. Because coming to school and being prepared may not assure success every single time, but it will assure that you put forth the best effort to be successful. Because dentistry is a very difficult profession, and anybody here on the podium or in the audience that tells you differently, I hate to say it, is probably lying, because it is really difficult. But it is the, like I said, other than having my children, is the most rewarding experience. So again, congratulations to you, to your families, and really enjoy the day. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Gamboa. Our next speaker is also belongs to the University of Buffalo IDP Dental School. She's a graduate of the class of 1977 and completed a degree in orthodontics, UD in 1980. She has been the director of our IDP program since 2011. This year marks her 2-year tenure and distinguished faculty member of UD for 45 years. It is my pleasure to introduce Dr. Latasha Mann.
Hello, all of you. I'm going to be talking about something different which I experienced. So, all of these people who are sitting here, majority of them were my former students. So, I'm the oldest one probably on the block. I teach at the screening. You might see it, which is kind of changing now. Also, I'm a group director. More importantly, I do the directing the international student. I have a passion for that because, now don't laugh, in 1975, I joined the IDP course. So most of you were not born, but I was. Anyway, there are some good and the bad things that happened during that time. We were called, not IDPs, not International Dentist Program. It was called Foreign Dentist Program. And we were treated like a foreign object. It's not because somebody that I can blame them, but they just did not know what it is to expect from us. We looked different, we spoke different, we were totally different. So my experience at the school was not very good. I call them, those who know me, those who know Indians, we have different classes. The top class is called the Brahmins. Brahmins runs the world, and these Brahmins know what the rules are. But I felt my Brahmins were not that good. They really did not know what goes on. Anything I would ask for a reason, I would be told, you're already a dentist, you don't have to know, you should know that. So I stuck up and just started doing my work. But there is something good happened with that too. I learned to discipline myself and do as good as I possibly could and get along with it. I joined the class of 78 as a sophomore with at the sophomore doing all the technical courses, which is changed now. So, and then I worked with them, and then I joined also their junior year. At the junior year, I had to do the senior requirement and successfully complete my program. So I graduated in 77. However, the class of 78 was fantastic. They opened their arms and they allowed me to be with them. I had a little bit more difficulty. We were only 3 students taken at the time. 2 of them were males, and I was the only female, and I was a mama. I had a beautiful baby, 2 years old, Nandita, and I had to take care of her. In those days, childcare was not as good as now, so it was always a challenge. And I could not ask anybody else about that because that was my problem and I had to solve it. At times, however, my classmates were fantastic. I used to go for their barbecue parties, any picnics or anything, so they knew me very well. If I was in a pinch to do a reason for a babysitting, somebody's mom, somebody's sister, somebody's girlfriend was available. So I'm very grateful for the class of 78. I'm not sure if Dr. Hall is here. He's from oral surgery. He was my classmate. I don't see him. I wanted to mention him. I also want to mention 2 names. In the class, there was Dr. George Perry. He's no longer with us. He went rather too soon. He used to sit very close to us. We, as foreigners, did not know how to take the notes from the lectures. That's because our training was very different, and we could not cope with writing all the stuff down. George Perry would pass on his notebook. We would copy it, make 3 copies, and we would study it. If we had a difficulty, he was there. The other doctor is Dr. Kevin Candy. They were there anytime we needed help. How does this say? What does it mean? Etc., etc. They were there to help me. I was so impressed with both of them, and I'm very thankful to them. When I had a second baby after my DDS, I named him Kevin. So I'm bringing this up now to you is because we have 26 people coming in here. Yesterday I saw them and we had a diversity inclusion lecture. At that time I told them my predicament and I told them that open your hearts. Do not just keep on sticking with each other or only the people who speak the language. Open your heart, be kind. Meet with your classmates. I'm very glad to see this, what's happening today. Of course, it probably was due to COVID that you guys did not get your white coat earlier. We used to have the white coat separate for the internationals, but this is very good. What I'm going to ask you all, whether you are international or not, I'm going to ask you is open your heart. Be kind. Kindness goes long ways, so please do that. And help each other out. These 26 individuals are in the B30B. That's their section for next 12 weeks, and they're working hard. If you get a chance to meet with them, stop by, say hello, talk any which way. It was something that was brought to me by previous classes. When you're in the first and the second year, right now I do not know how the lectures are, but they used to be in the lecture halls. I'm not sure post-COVID what the situation is. If you are in the class, you are used to sitting with some of the people and you will occupy. So when I told my IDPs, go and sit with them, they said, but they have their groups, how can we go there? So I told yesterday my IDP students that please go and say, may I have a seat here? Please open your heart and let them sit with you. And the life will be much nicer. All I have to say at this time is, yes, profession, everything is important, but most importantly, kindness goes far, far along. So be kind. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Shulai. Our next speaker is somebody we are very proud of here at the school down in Madison. Let me introduce Anthony, AKA Jay Fellows. He is the president of the class of 2023. AJ will share his journey to the clinic.
I'd like to thank the school for giving me the opportunity to speak at this momentous event. And first off, say you survived the basement, so that's definitely a good start to summer. Unfortunately, some of you are about to spend your summer in that same basement. So classmates and myself are talking about the different class years and who had the toughest experience due to COVID. D4s are struggling to meet requirements. D3s were not having a clinical experience to the fullest and missed a lot of their B30 work. Our class, the current B3s at the time, were rotating groups in and out of B30 on a limited workload. Your class entered remotely, missing out on the first couple of weeks where relationships are forged and friendships are built. It's a lot of fun and a chance to talk to the different classes about dental school. Many of you weren't even able to meet your upper class mentors until well into the freshman semester, after all of the confusion had already started and piled up. I think it's safe to say that instead of surviving, you thrived. You'll be the first class in the COVID era to complete a full academic and preclinical load. You completed more projects, sign-offs, and practicals than the previous few classes before you. I'm sure it seemed tough, unrealistic, and miserable at times. It's going to get worse. However, the resilience, grit, and muscle memory that you've acquired over the past couple of years and this year coming up are going to make you incredibly prepared for D3 and beyond. Most importantly, the feeling that you're about to have when you receive this coat at this point in your dental school career or journey, as opposed to when classes before you got it, this is going to feel like a whole new world. It's going to be an unmatched experience for dental school. For the new IDP class, welcome. You're fortunate to be entering a dental class that's in full swing and experiencing the academic workload that even challenges its students with. The existing class is also incredibly fortunate to have a group of dentists with diverse backgrounds and clinical experiences joining them. My class has had wonderful two-way learning experiences between the traditional students and the IDP students, which I'm confident your class is going to have as well. Our class is eager to help you when you need it in the clinics, and please use us as much as needed. Just want you to know that the new D4s are incredibly helpful and will always be there to help you. Don't ever hesitate to reach out to us. Congratulations on getting to this point. It is not easy, and we look forward to seeing you.
Thank you, AJ. Now, please welcome Dr. Janine Kirkwood, UD class of 2003. Dr. Kirkwood is president of the University of Buffalo Alumni Association and reads greetings from all of us.
I had the wonderful opportunity to speak at that commencement ceremony for the class of 2022. Not gonna lie, I was a bit concerned back in January when I was told I had to give a speech as the UB Dental Alumni President. I was even more nervous driving over to the North Campus last Friday afternoon. As you can imagine, I'm used to my little 10-foot by 12-foot operatory and captive audience, a patient laying back in the chair. However, as the ceremony proceeded and other speeches were given, I started to tell myself, I got this. And I felt the support of Dean Knowles behind me, and Educator of the Year, Dr. Tapia, and many other veteran speakers of professors from our dental school sitting on the stage with me. So I got to thinking about the nervousness that rising third-year dental students must be experiencing. I mean, you all were the cream of the crop from the colleges and universities. You were obviously good at academics, so your confidence levels with classwork were very high. Even these 2 years, the challenge, more classes, new locations. But now you are entering class. Hand skills, how do you know if you have them? And if you don't just yet, what do you do to improve them? And how do you adjust and adapt this new, albeit lower level of confidence? Well, I'm here to tell you about the support that you do have. Sure, you've got your family, and by now you've probably found a group of dental school friends to study with and to win with. But I'm talking about another group of dental friends you haven't even met, your dental alumni association. Now, maybe with 2 full years of school remaining, you are feeling a connection between yourself and those who have already graduated. However, the mission of the University of Dental Alumni Association is to provide a link between our members and the School of Dental Medicine to support student activities and to improve the quality of student life. So right now, we have 21 dentists who volunteer their time to make up our executive council. There are 16 different committees and subcommittees that allow us to organize and implement programs, activities, and communication. And our largest organizer is the Buffalo Niagara Dental Meeting held in downtown Buffalo every fall. We bring together speakers and vendors from around the country to provide continuing education and product and equipment introduction for dentists, assistants, hygienists, and office staff. And although this meeting is always open to non-UP graduates and staff, this meeting provides a valuable opportunity to reunite with classmates at our Remember When cocktail party and reunion dinner. As dental students, you also have the opportunity to experience this meeting, and I encourage you to take advantage. So now we have many things that we do for our members as it relates to support for our dental school. But we have one committee of particular interest to you, and that is affairs. The chairs of this committee are Dr. Joe Romola and Dr. Joe Romola. They are one of your direct connections to us. The other is your student representative. Your student body votes one member for a second, third, and fourth year class that attends our 5 executive council meetings each year to inform and update us on your specific class's academic progress and your activities. We are very proud to support you in our future college. So some of the examples of events and activities your alumni association financially helps out with throughout your 4 years have included, but are not limited to, your orientation activities, student luncheons, the 5K run, OPA support, the white coat ceremony, student emergency fund, the 100 baby party, the student birth center, match day lunch, red, white, and blue, the fashion shows, the Billy Blue golf tournament, basketball and football tickets, and the Azza boat cruise and student events. So while you are taking classes, sitting for exams, scheduling patients, and working on those hand skills, know that we are thinking about you. We want to make your time here more enjoyable as you navigate this challenging process by consistently supporting your next event or activity. So, don't be afraid to familiarize yourself with our alumni office up on the 3rd floor if you're ever up there. Also, briefly introduce yourself to Sherry Zarowski, our executive director and the Buffalo Niagara Dental Meeting coordinator. Sherry? She is the glue that keeps us all together. Just don't go there all at once. She might get mad. And on the other hand, she may ask for some help too. So connect with us on Facebook and Instagram. We could use some help, student help that is, with Twitter and Snapchat during the Buffalo Niagara Dental Meeting, so keep sharing. And lastly, as you've heard, these remaining 2 years will fly by. And the parent quote, the days are long and the years are short, they apply here too. So work hard, know when to give yourself a break, and have some downtime. Recognize how valuable your Dental Alumni Association is to you now, and be proud of your dental school by being part of us through your support after graduation. Welcome to this great profession, and good luck in being right next to
Thank you, Dr. Copeland. Now, I would like to take a few minutes to speak to the class and tell you a little bit about yourselves. There are now 120 members of the class of 2024, as today we are delighted to add 26 international students to the class. Congratulations. More than 120 of them. There are 59 who identify as female, and 61 who identify as male. We're almost at 50-50. In the class, we have spanning age ranges. The most junior is in their early 20s. The most senior is in their early 50s. You've come to us from 18 different states from all across the country, including California, Washington, Texas, Florida, and of course, New York. A number of you can trace your family back in multiple generations right here in Buffalo. I am Buffalo. Others are citizens of the world. You were born in 17 different countries: Yemen, India, Egypt, Kuwait, Nigeria. Not only have many of you lived in different countries, but you've crossed multiple continents. You've fled war, you survived revolution, you've come in search of a new life, a different life. Class of 2024, you speak 32 languages. A couple of you know sign language. Along with majors in biology, chemistry, and sciences, you've also majored in fields such as anthropology, behavioral science, psychology, public health. A number of you have master's degrees in Spanish, dental surgery, oral sciences, public health, biomaterials, oral medicine, biology, dermatology, physiology, anatomy, and the dental specialty. You have certificates in orthodontics, T&J disorders, aesthetics, implant, bone grafting, endodontics, oral surgery, and periodontics. You have spent countless hours engaged in research. A number of you presented your work at conferences and at equal collection of lab publications. In the class of 2024, we have very hard workers. In fact, you work very hard. You worked on a dairy farm, as EMT, as servers. You help customers in retail positions. We have a Christmas lights installer, a butcher, a technician for prosthetic hands and fingers. We have teachers, tutors. Several of you have tutored refugees. A couple of you have served in the armed forces. We thank you for your service. Among you are athletes of every shape and kind. You enjoy basketball, volleyball, baseball, tennis, squash, hockey, lacrosse, rugby, cricket, sailing, golf, archery. We have an ultimate frisbee team captain and a triathlon around Buffalo America. You enjoy fishing, competitive swimming, baton throwing, and cheerleading. Some of you are martial arts experts. We have Division I sports players in soccer, rowing, track and field. A number of you are coaches. And there's a pageant with Miss Philippine Dental Association Dental Health. Most of you enjoy art and working with your hands. You're proficient in painting, drawing, sketching. You've won awards, including Best Still Life with pencil shading. Many of you like crocheting, needlepoint, woodworking, pottery, and ceramics, henna design, photography. You enjoy motorcycle repair, rebuilding classic cars, making jewelry, repairing old and rare shoes. A number of you cook and bake, which is a good thing because your classmates are always hungry. To further illustrate the creativity of the class of 2024, we have a DJ and a music producer, musical directors, and choreographers. There are dancers, violinists, and musicians. You play guitar, saxophone, piano, oboe, trumpet, violin, tuba, recorder, and trombone. You have played in marching bands, jazz bands, and concert bands, and group ensembles. You have played music for nursing homes, hospitals. In fact, many community hours of service are amongst you. You provided thousands of hours of care and service to hundreds of hospitals and hospitals. You cared for countless homebound seniors and disabled members of the community. You volunteered many thousand hours with charitable organizations, the American Red Cross, Catholic Charities, American Cancer. You have helped out domestic violence shelters, fed the hungry by volunteering in food pantries and soup kitchens. You have participated in dozens of outreach efforts around the world. You've been on missions of mercy with Global Medical Brigade, with Global Water Brigade, and Remote Area Medical Corporation. You have volunteered around the world in medical and dental clinics. You've also assisted those needing help at Roswell Cancer Institute, Good Neighbors Clinic, and Compass House, all right here in Buffalo. You have walked, ran, swam, or bicycled to raise money and awareness for many diseases, including breast cancer, muscular dystrophy, and HIV. You have played with children at the Ronald Reagan House with referees in the Special Olympics. You have worked with Big Brother Big Sisters program and influenced troubled youth. And you've logged in hundreds and hundreds of hours building homes with Habitat for Humanity. Class of 2024, you are a remarkable group. Symbol of our professionalism, empathy and caring, a symbol of trust. When you put on your white coat, you could look just like everyone else, just one mass of white. But on a perfect day, when you take the white light and you bend it just so, you will get a rainbow. This is what you represent to us, all of the colors. Each of you is unique and very special. You are now being given great opportunities to put on your white coat. Receiving the coat is important, but how you respond to the coat, your response is what is truly important from this day. We are getting ready to go ahead and start our ceremony. We have our student presenters come to the top. If we can have Dean Rule take just a little bit left of center stage, and if we can have all of our speakers stand just to the right of Dean Rule. And then Kelly will start lining up our students, and when, if you are cloaking one of your children or family members, please go ahead and get in line with them when they start to line up along on the right side of the auditorium.
Dara Amandia, being booked by his mother, Dr. Sarsa Atepi Amandia, a 1986 graduate of Claude Burdett Leon University. Juha Abayaki. Adjunte Agahudi. Imran Aladina. Satyarat Arya. Anusha Ateek. Vanessa Bobna. Kaylin Blair. Sabrina Blaskovic, being coached by her boyfriend, Dr. Woodward Orsi.
Michael Bobak. Casey Brand. Robert Campbell. Aaron Cannon. Kayla Chavis. Pavni Chavma. Emma Chubb. Maytal Citron was being coached by her father, Dr. Michael Citron, a 1996 Daniel Clark. Mackenzie Singh Yang. Zenaida Kamienka. Vincent Gagliardo. Shruti Garcia. Geraldine Ann Garcia. Lena Garg. Matthew Giangreco, who is being coached by his father, Dr. Alan Giangreco, a 1983 graduate of University of Buffalo School of Dynamics. Brittany Garcia. Vincenzo Granulli.
Amalia Chitaka. Shivam Jawhar. Matthew Tyson. Pauline Colta, who is being closed by her mother, Dr. Reham Colta, a 2001 graduate of Boston University Samuel M. Goldman School of Dental Arts. Sarah Camille. Kelsey Kearns.
Moise Combs. Ramesh Cortez. Adam Hershey. Joseph McCoy Levenfield. Andy Lay, who is being closed by his uncle, Dr. Thomas Stone, a 1997 father, Dr. Christopher Lyons, a 1989 graduate of Temple University. Bernard Rubigi Makaset, who is being cloaked by his father, Dr. Ramil Makaset, a 1991 graduate of Central Escolar University in Manila. Paulette Maniar. Madeline Mascaro. Hayat Masood.
Oh, yeah. You go have it.
Sneha Mary Malik. Braden Mather. Ryan McQuillan.
Alexis Milan. In close estimate, Dr. Stephanie Jimenez, a 2002 graduate of the University of the Philippines. Wasim Mir. Ayat Mubaid, being cloaked by her fiance, Dr. Abdullah Al-Karaduli, a 2021 graduate of the University of Buffalo School of Excellence. Mohammed in absentia. Joseph Mustoli, being cloaked by his father, Dr. Jay Mustoli. Ravina Munangi.
Patel. Monica Kalakme. Michael Pringle. Claire Pierre. Corey Beezer. Elizabeth Cameron.
Nicholas Servadio. Saloni Shaw. Ashima Sharma. Lauren Shepherd. Nathan Scheimer. Oneida Sushek. David Assad Siddiqui.
Stephen Dale Church. Tanner Whitfield. Nicole Bolawander. Ashley Mike Burka. Michael Welch, who's being coached by his father, Dr. Daniel Welch, a 1993 graduate from the Ohio State University. Hastings Williams. Ethan Wood. Sang Yoon. Tiana Guzman. Art Zakaria in absentia. Sam Khan. I can invite Dean Will back up to the podium to lead us in recitations of the Dentist Pledge. You should all have a copy in your program.
First, I have to say that all the microphones were spoken. Will students please rise and recite their dentist So make sure your voice is heard and recite with me. I will start each sentence slowly. I, as a member of the dental profession, shall exercise attention to this information. I understand and accept that my primary responsibility is in my patients. I shall dedicate myself to render the best of my ability. I am standard for all I am in relationship, respect, and confidence. Therefore, let all harm believe in safe knowledge of well-being and beneficial celebrations. I shall faithfully preserve your professions and counsel, professional conduct set forth by the profession. All this is pledged to pride and commitment to the profession of the healthcare service. Congratulations to all. Welcome to the episode. Welcome to the professional practice. Congratulations, parents, friends, relatives, and spouses again. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Towards the end of the